Hey, welcome to Ryan's Fitness. I'm Ryan, and in this series we follow my journey as a white belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Bye. Right, I'm late. So, what's the time now? So quick. 32 minutes past. I was meant to be at the fight hub for 1:30. But one of them days, this is the realism of it. This is why I'm recording this bit of my evening. No matter how dark it is and how crappy the lighting is in the street. But yeah, that's the realism of it when you've got a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old and a 3-month-old. And my other half's got an 8-year-old daughter, so it's just one of them. Up until 5 minutes ago, they were just screaming and crying in bed. My 2-year-old just because he's overtired and crying. And I've recently started reading to him in bed, so my 3-year-old's crying because he wanted me to read him a book, but I'm late for Fight Club, so that's just how it is. Tonight though, it's no-gi, Tuesday, no-gi, hour-and-a-half class, but I'm also staying behind to do the MMA session, which is another hour. So I'll see what kind of footage I can get. I'll probably just set the tripod up in the corner and probably use it as a bit of B-roll. So it's obviously me talking to you now about where I'm going. Then I'll B-roll the footage of the session. I mean, I'll see how it goes in future. But at the minute I don't want to disrupt the class too much with filming, so the best I want to do at the minute is, as I say, I'll probably just film the class from the corner of the room. I don't want to be going back and forth to the camera to get better shots and moving it around, because like I say, it's just going to disrupt the class and I feel it'd be disrespectful. But yeah, I might speak to you halfway through. If not, we'll talk at the end. Whew, I'm going to get a jog on. I'll jog with you. You jog with me. It's not that far. The ideas for the channel, to be fair. I know what I'm going to do in terms of tips and things for the jiu-jitsu, but for like the vlog side of it, I'm still kind of winging it a bit, as you can probably tell. So, we'll see what I can come up with, as I say, what I can get away with recording in the sessions. See how it goes. As I say, I might see you halfway through the session, if not, I'll see you at the end.
All the way up off the ground, okay? I don't want lazy hips. I don't want to do this. Okay? I need to really clamp my hips in the air. Okay? Really forward. And I'll go back. I'll go here. Hips. For 20. Okay? Yeah, partner. For 20 on you go. Yeah, cool. Let's go. before, so we're going to go from close guard. Okay? So Gareth is from close guard, he's got a good posture. Okay? This is important. If Gareth didn't have a good posture, there'd be no point really going for the sit-up sweeps. I'd go for something else. I'll tie him up down here. So I'm looking when he's in a good posture. I'm looking to bring his hands to the mat. Okay? To start with, we're going to look at Kimura's. Okay? Kimura's and sit-up sweeps go hand in hand. Okay? If you can't hit the sit-up sweep, most of the Kimura's out. Rather than Kimura, the sit-up sweep's out all the time. So what I'm doing, I'm going to bring your hands to the mat. There's a lot of different ways we can do that. We're going to focus on putting his hands on my hips like this. Okay? So what I'm going to do, there's two things I can do. I particularly like going around the elbows as much as I can. I'm going to bring my knees to my chest. I'm going to open the elbows out to bring his hands to the mat. Okay? When I want to go for the Kimura sweep, what I do here, I extend my knees. That's important. I bring my knees to the chest, I bring them in, then I extend. Another way we can do this, I bring my hands underneath, and I open out to bring my knees to the chest. Same thing again, I extend the knees to do the technique. Okay? So if I do this and he's all the way down here, I can't do the sit-up sweep now, so all these weights on me. I need to extend them up with my knees, and I need to keep my guard locked when I do this knee stuff, because if my guard's unlocked and I try and do the same thing, the knees to the chest don't work, because there's nothing pulling on them. Okay, it don't work. Look, if I just go here, look. It don't work. If I've got my guard locked, it's different. There's a massive difference. I'm just going to spend like this 2-3 minutes just focusing on breaking the grip, pulling him back to position, breaking the grip, pulling him back to position, walking, keep my guard locked. I don't want you to open your guard as you do this. I want you to keep your guard locked. Too many people in close guard open their guard when they should be opening their guard. Okay? Your guard is there to protect yourself from passing. If you open your guard too much and do too risky, you can get passed really easily, especially in no-gi was. Okay? Where we can't play around with the colour of the sleeves. Okay? Keep your guard locked. Your close guard is a really difficult position to pass in no-gi compared to like gi or anything else. It's really hard because it's hard from a certain position to break my grip. A lot of times we lose to standing. So we're going to just look at this. So spend a couple of minutes with your partner, swap it around when you feel happy, just breaking the grip. Bring them down. I'm not just going all the way up here, because now it would be hard to do this. I want to sort of bring him closer down towards my hip. See that? Now look, as I do this now, I'm going to open my guard, so I'm going to extend him. Now open my guard, so I can put my feet on the floor. Makes it easier to sit up. A lot of people keep the guard locked, and they try and sit up. Yeah. And it's quite hard. It's quite hard to do that. Feel the floor, it's really easy to sit up. So when I do that, I'm going to keep my feet on the floor, sit up, keep hold of the wrist. Now I'm going to reach over, I'm going to dive through his arm here. Now I'm going to look to grab my own wrist. My thumbs go over the top. I'm not grabbing with my thumbs around his arm like that. I'm not grabbing like that. I'm grabbing like that, like a monkey grip we call it. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to bring my elbow in. So this is the important hit, my elbow in here. I'm going to bring this on the other side of my leg. Now I'm going to do a little twist with my hips. Here I can tap Gareth here, okay? But it's better if I bring my hips out the other way, see how I put my bum out. Now look at the angle I've got. I bring my elbow down, that's important. I push this up his back. We're there. We'll go again. I'll go the other one, that's not here. Boom. I'll come out. Sit up, take the grip. Now look. Shift my hip. I'm here now. I'm on the side of Gareth, might go even more. A bit more tension. He's face down on the mat. And that's it, that's all it is. It's a quick tap. Okay? That's where you want to be getting your Kimuras. You want to be out on the side, and you create more tension while keeping his arm as tight as you can to the body. Okay? Let's give it a go.
Camera battery died, so it's flashing at me now, so we'll see how long this lasts. But the session was good, to be fair. I managed to record some of the drills. If I did, I'll put some of that in the B-roll, which video you just seen. We did specifics tonight, which is where you roll, which is like sparring if you're doing like boxing, things like that. So we'll say sparring. No, it's rolling. Call it rolling. So it's specific rolling, which is where you roll, but from a specific position that you've just been drilling, which I'm not too keen on myself. I like drilling because, you know, it's literally drilling the technique into you. So it kind of becomes second nature. If you get into a certain position, you just actively do what you drilled. And then rolling or sparring, you know, it's where you're just going for it. But the specifics thing, I'm never too sure how much effort to put in because you're starting in a certain position and because you've just been drilling the whole lesson. What you're doing now specifically, your opponent knows exactly what you're about to do. And half the time, especially with rolling, you're transitioning from position to position. A lot of it's reaction. So if you've got someone in half guard, so I'm using terminology, or full guard, you might have just got them in that, and just as you've got them in full guard, you can react and maybe do what we've drilled in, and it'll land. But in specifics, you're starting in that full guard position, so your opponent's posturing up straight away before you even start. So it's kind of like, well, not really sure where to go from here. So, but I enjoy it as always. It's still learning. I still learn the techniques, and it's a bit of cardio even with the specifics. And enjoyed the MMA class after as well. That was enjoyable. Bit of striking, bit of kicking. It was nice to learn it with a bit of kicking. And that's what I'm doing in the MMA class, because the Jiu-Jitsu is my main thing. But sorry about that. I'm still getting used to walking around with an expensive camera at night and random cars stopping in front of me. But yeah, that's why I'm not doing like all the boxing classes or like the Thai kickboxing classes. I'm just going to be doing one MMA class a week at the end of my submission grappling or my no-gi session. Just because I want to it's just interesting, to be fair, because that's what I liked about the Jiu-Jitsu, is that when you kind of get into it, there's a lot to it. Sorry again. But yeah, it's like any discipline you learn, as soon as you start learning it, you kind of go, oh, Jesus, didn't realise there was this much involved. So no, it's nice in the MMA class, did a bit of punching, a bit of kicking, and some, I say we did takedowns, we drilled. Jesus, the light is terrible. Now you can, there we go, that's a bit better. So yeah, we drilled some takedowns, but without actually taking the people down. So that was cool. But yeah, all in all, fun session. Sorry that the camera ran out. It's one thing I've learned this time, that bring more batteries. You'd think that was an obvious thing to do. So it's now 9 o'clock. Yeah, I'm gonna get in, snack, get to bed, maybe do some editing. Probably not, to be fair. I had a late one last night, editing. The missus already fell asleep, so I'll probably get in, actually see the missus for an hour before she falls asleep, if she's asleep already. So, right then, I'll leave you with that, and I'll see you in the next one. You alright, Taya? Just ignore me. Love you.
What was that about?
I just want to get me coming out the door.
Oh, okay, love you.
Still getting used to this vlogging thing, walking past people. Why is he talking to a camera?